My name is Bridget Doogan. I'm a professional learning consultant working primarily with the Near East South Asia Regional Council of Overseas Schools, NISA, in other words. And I'm also a consultant for the Thinking Collaborative, teaching adaptive schools and other aspects of trainings around collaboration and professional community building and resourcing. So I'm a consultant, an independent consultant. I consult with NISA, I consult with Thinking Collaborative and others. So my journey into leadership, well, I am part of a very large Irish family. I'm the oldest of 6 kids and one of 37 first cousins. And so I kind of grew up with 4 brothers learning leadership. As the oldest in that big family and in an immigrant family, I got levels of responsibility and I think the experience of having agency over helping people early. And I learned to do it as an Irish community female. So therefore you learn the soft skills of leadership very, very well, quiet power, etc. And so I think I acquired many of the dispositional qualities very early, just in the course of our family and growing up. Professionally, I think I had signaling from leadership early on and invitations to leadership that I didn't really aspire to while I was teaching. And I almost resisted them for a long, long time because the joy in the classroom, of course, is the children. And in our profession, to move up the leadership ladders, means taking yourself away from the children. And so that was never, that was something I resisted for a long time. But it would be my sort of principals and heads who would have come to me and said, you have, we would like you to, and it slightly bamboozled me. But it wasn't really something I aspired to because I knew the leadership didn't look as fun as being with kids. And I think not just fun, I think the beauty of that lovely relationship between the learner and the teacher, of trust and of empathy and of fostering their growth and development. I didn't see that being part of the proposition in leading adult learners. In actual fact, in many respects it is, but you don't get the same hook. So, and it was actually an experience of doing professional development when I was teaching in Taiwan. I taught a Bay Area writing workshop class to faculty there, and it was the first. I'd run many conferences and events by that stage. That seems to be in my DNA. But it was the first time I had done deep learning, led deep learning for faculty, and saw the transformational power, and got that level of beautiful. This has been life-changing for me. I have become a different person as a result of this, and so forth. And I thought, you can have this with adults too. And so that kind of was a gear shift for me. And then I slowly pivoted toward moving into the leadership platform. I like many female leaders, I sang the song of, I never want to be ahead. I don't want to fire people. Honestly, I was such a cliche. I didn't realize that was a cliche. I remember knowing at the time, I don't want to do those really tough things with human beings. I can't do that. So I don't want to. And I also saw the work of principals as not being in my skill set, that whole logistical, so much of their work is on that side of things. And so I was practicing at the time teaching at the time where it was just the beginning of curriculum coordinators in schools. And that I thought, that's something. So curriculum PD was what called me. And that was my first role, and in fact, the only role I held within schools as leader. So it was trying to align, even then, what remains my really potent enthusiasm, trying to align myself and my values and what fuels me with my work, and to do that well.
I hope you enjoyed this peek into our brand new Women Who Lead program from Eduro Learning. My name is Kim Cafino, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Eduro Learning, as well as your host through the Women Who Lead program. Today, you heard from just one of our over 70 amazing women who lead. We'll be sharing more individual journey to leadership stories over the next few months. As a coach and a mentor to educators around the world, I've noticed a common theme. There are so many skilled, hardworking women in education who are curious about moving into leadership, but not quite ready to take that leap. A year ago, we started working on a special professional learning pathway to take that reluctance out of the equation. Our Women Who Lead program gives you access to the voices and experience of over 70 successful female leaders around the world. We have interviewed heads of school, curriculum directors, principals, and influential female leaders to provide a window into their personal leadership journeys so you can hear from them exactly what it's like to pursue this path. When have you had the opportunity to learn from over 70 amazing female leaders, including 20 female heads of school in one consolidated learning experience? From one response to another, you'll hear their insight into the unique challenges facing female leaders, their advice on how to be successful in a leadership interview, and their guidance on how to have difficult conversations. Those are just some of the key topics discussed by the amazing female leaders we interviewed. With Women Who Lead, you gain access to curated conversations with inspirational leaders who have shared their experience with you at all levels of leadership within education, including consultancy and entrepreneurship. If you're ready to take the next step on your leadership journey, find out more at edurolearning.com/women.